you are taking time because something has to change. We all see the numbers. I know I can see all of, I'm not putting anyone on the spot, but I can see your numbers. I can see what you do in production. I can see what you do in recruiting. And when I hear your goals, I hear recruiting and I see nothing, right? So I'm like, hey, how do I help that? Or when it comes to production, I hear people who are passionate, driven, can do this business, but they get stuck and they're not producing. That's also not okay. So we have to make sure we're solving those problems and not just, I mean, we love friendship. We love it. You are our friends. We have no friends outside of this, really. Business has become our life. But we want you to also have some benefits because we came into this friendship because of the business, right? So the business has to prosper for you to make sense for you to stay here. We want that for you. And sticking with it is so important. Oh my gosh, sticking with it is so important. Even if you didn't do anything, no business for 7 months, and you came across a multi-million-dollar client that you can move over in an annuity, will that not be worth it just sticking to the program to make 20, 30K? Yeah,
Yes.
it will be. So that's why never quit. If you have decided this is a business, even if it's not working for you, please don't quit. Eventually something will work. Eventually you will come across a client and you don't want to have to go through contracting and all of that mess. You need to be prepared always. Always be prepared. You will come across clients or recruits. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on a special guest. Now, the reason I'm choosing this person, I could have invited other people, but I know this is the right person to talk about and answer some of these questions that might come up because he's recruited directly in the system right now, 180 agents directly, okay? Licensed, 180 licensed agents. Now, some of them have not paid their E&O, have not done their contracting, didn't make a payment this month or whatever. But technically speaking, for sure, we have this person has 180 agents direct to him. Okay. That means that their team didn't recruit. He went out, led from the front, and recruited 100. There's more, actually. He's gone through 600 people, but 180 licenses are right now direct to him in just 3 years. 3 years, everyone. From scratch, brand new, not bringing any agencies over from anywhere, absolutely from scratch, one at a time. Our business model, even though we wanted to build with teams, we organically build one by one, right? This is the business model we're in. My special guest is no other, but I want you to look at him differently today. It's Raza
Rather.
Beg. Oh, Raza Beg, thank you for joining us today.
Howdy, howdy, partner. Sorry.
So I told Raza, put on a different hat today. I'm going to interview you with everyone.
That's dangerous when your wife interviews you because she knows everything.
Yeah, and I also know the numbers don't lie. Highest app count in the entire company globally.
Canada and US.
All because of you guys, right? That's not a mistake. It's well designed. Highest app count, always in the top 3, 4 as far as production, as far as recruiting. We give people who have been in the business for 26 years and bringing on teams of hundreds a run for their money, right?
Yep.
It's because there's reasons why, and I'm sure he will share. We have the biggest drive ever because his why is so incredible that I buy into his why. I don't need my own why. Sometimes another person's why is so great, just use their why. If you don't have a why for this business, use this person's why because you will sound, it's okay to build someone else's business. It's okay. Your business is automatically being built alongside it. Yep. So again, today's special guest is Raza because I don't know anyone who, and you can look at the scoreboard and everything, who has directly recruited, not even close, that many people in the company in just 3 years, beating out people who have been there for 9 years, 7 years. He is not building, you can build deep. It's great to build deep. He is completely focused on building wide. And we're going to tell you why. We might look like a smaller agency right now, but this is not our game plan. And all of you are in on it because we're masterminding together. In 2 years, if we continue to do what we're doing, our goal is to get 100 agents a month within our organization. And now we're applying automations, and you all know this. And we're going to do the same with you.
Yeah.
We have to have 100 agents a month in our organization together to get to, in 2 years, being one of the largest organizations in Experior easily.
Easy. Yeah.
Because we built wide, not in depth.
We are already the largest base shop in Experior against big giants that have been there 9 years, 10 years, right?
So you don't need to learn from anyone else. That's why I said sometimes we take it for granted. His biggest skill set is recruiting. He can do production, no doubt. He's great at production. He's going to do it all over again and show you. He can do massive production. But if you ask him what is his skill set, he says, I love recruiting and I'm great at it. You have to say your skill set with confidence. He will tell you, I love recruiting. I love coaching people and I'm great at it. No one can put him down. No one can beat him. I mean, they will, but he'll still catch up because he's so driven about it, right?
Yeah.
So now that everybody has answered those questions, Raza, I'm going to do like an interview session, okay? And I want everyone to share your answers if you feel comfortable. If you don't, I completely understand. Share it with me privately. But we're all friends here and we've become family. I'm completely bought on your success. So don't be shy. Be open, speak. Because if you don't speak now, how are you going to speak on stage? We're getting you ready for the stage, right? So you got to start speaking, everyone. You got to stand up. You got to be loud. You got to be excited. Always bring the energy. So even when you're answering, answer with passion. Answer where I could feel it in my heart that this is what you want. If you can't make my heart flutter when you're answering questions, how are you going to recruit someone?
Yep.
Right? Make sure when you talk about your business, when you approach people, they're his passion, huge passion. Okay, I have stage fright too. No worries. Okay, so number 1 was the question about 3 reasons why someone should become your business partner. Who wants to go? You can raise your hands if you want to, if we have multiple people.
Yeah, click on the raise hand.
Yeah, click on raise hand and we'll just go in that order. And everyone answered different questions. Let's not have it to where only one person answers all the questions. I would love different viewpoints. Okay. So
and guys, participate because your answers helps another person that either doesn't get a chance to speak or is shy about it, right?
Yeah.
So
you be the leader.
You be the leader. So
right?
Please participate.
You're the guest. You're not supposed to be leading the team.
Oh, sorry. She told me not to talk today. Okay.
That's funny.
Okay. So, Amy, can you give me 1 or 2 reasons why someone should partner with your agency?
Ownership of your business from day one.
True. Give me
unlimited income.
Unlimited income. Wow, you have a pretty cool opportunity there. So you're telling me that it doesn't matter. I can make how much ever I want. Is that true?
Absolutely.
So is my income dependent on you?
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
No, your income is dependent on how hard you work. If you want it bad enough, like if you're put between a rock and a hard place, if you're a single parent raising children, or you have a whole family and got laid off, where are you gonna go?
Oh, okay.
The thing is, you'd have to hustle to be able to get in there and get started because you know that your family depends on you.
But you just got a license. How will you train me?
Well, I had a mentor that, kept influencing me, and kept giving me ideas and kept pushing me that little bit of, every time that I kind of got exhausted or, just kind of, it was
Awesome.
overwhelming as far as the information. But the point is in my heart, I wanted to do it from the very get-go.
Oh,
So,
I can't be asking questions. Sorry,
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna say
I was
something. You're
okay.
not following protocol.
It's hard.
So Amy has also shared, like, I have never heard anyone with such passion to become successful in this business
Yeah.
than Amy. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings because I haven't heard all of your passions, honestly, just honestly saying.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, the way she said it, the way she talked about her business, she will not fail. Because it doesn't matter what's happening in her life, she's still moving ahead. She's still pushing ahead. Every win is everything that she does is a win. Okay, Grace, I guess you'll be back. Thank you. Susan, if you can, oh, sorry, Valletta's next. I'm sorry. Valletta, if you can tell me one reason why someone should join you.
Well, there's so many reasons, but I
You
think
can do one or two, it doesn't matter. Just,
I think the one thing that most people need to know that you want to be with a group of people or with me because I have a winning mindset. My mind is set to win, so that I will be successful. So they will have that in me. They will also receive great training. So those are I think the main things. When you get trained properly and you have a great mindset to win, you will win.
I love that, Valletta. I especially love her first answer that she has a great mindset. You attract people because of that. It's something unique about you. The business will attract things, the training will attract people, but her mindset, oh my God, people will follow just because of the way you talk about your business. People buy passion. Susan.
So I would focus on their success. I'm a very supportive person by nature. I'm a nurturer, and I get actually more satisfaction with helping other people succeed. And so naturally, if they succeed, I just naturally succeed very organically.
Beautiful.
I believe that too. Oh my God, that's a beautiful answer. By the way, Susan's a new team member.
Yep.
And funny thing, I just learned that about her. She's from Kenya, but she was with a Pakistani individual. She speaks my language. She knows how to cook my food. She knows
Just
how
enough to be
fly.
dangerous.
You lived in Pakistan most probably more than you.
She's more Pakistani than I am.
She never has lived in
I
Pakistan.
haven't lived there. So
Yeah.
she is Terry's new business partner and pretty incredible that we had that connection. I'm super excited about that.
Thank you.
Okay, Aisha. Here's my bestie. Why should people join you?
I think the number one reason it's a no-fail method because our training is so amazing. The support is so amazing. You can get in touch with Raza and Imrana and myself at any stage to help you overcome any hurdles. And then most importantly, the why is that, yeah, there are great financial benefits to this, but at the same time, we are really teaching people, we're shifting the paradigm in their mind as far as what they can do for themselves and what they can do for others and not have to depend on Social Security, not have to depend on someone else for income. And it's something that you're doing that not only benefits you while you're alive, but it could also it's building generational wealth. So I think it's the support, the training, and the product itself. It's great to see when you tell someone what you're doing and they actually get it and the light bulb goes off. I think that is something, if you want to do some good in the world, this is one way to do it.
Nice. Nice.
Her finishing touch was chef's kiss. If you want to do some good in the world,
wow.
This is it. How cool is that? You didn't have to go to med school to save people's lives. You don't have to go to med school, spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, go into debt, go in or become a politician, and then you're going to become corrupt because there's no way around it. There's nothing that you can easily do unless you
help
work for a nonprofit and volunteer
influence
that
people.
influences someone's life to that extent.
Yeah, in a positive way.
It's
Yeah.
their elderly years. It's if they pass away, what is their family going to do? You're changing people's lives. You really, really are. If you don't believe that, I'm gonna make you write it 100 times. I change people's lives. I change people's lives. I change people's lives. Believe it with
Yeah.
your whole entire being. People will join you because of that belief that you have, that belief that you carry. Trust me, if you are not 100% sold on your business, everyone will know.
Yeah.
All your friends, your family, if you're saying my wife doesn't support me, my husband doesn't support you, it's because you are not 100% sold yet, where that person, your partner, does not see that vision.
Yeah.
We lived in a very small, tiny house with 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom condo when we got married, completely because we came out of really bad financial marriages that we were broken, but we didn't care about that. We didn't have zero. We had zero in our bank account, but we knew each other that we are business owners. We can change this, and we changed it. We worked hard, and all I said is, as long as I have food on my table, and my shelter is paid for, my electricity and water is paid for, I don't care about anything. I don't want anything. Just do whatever you got to do. Well, I was at that time taking care of a very young baby, right? So you have to have that. Yeah, we have to have that vision. I have to be so sold on his vision. Even if he's failing, I already know he's still going to be successful. But that's because his belief is projected so strongly that I have no choice but to buy it.
Yep.
I have to have that. Okay.
Jamil.
ED.
Where's your camera, bro?
Oh, I have a bad background. Like,
you don't have your fancy background today?
No, not today.
Okay.
Not today. I'd say people should join me because we're gonna have our holiday parties in Highland Park.
Ooh.
I think everybody knows your why, Jamil.
1000%. But also that all the work that I do is 100% mission driven. My mission is to educate and emphasize the importance of proper financial preparation. So everything I do is just literally because of that. That is my mission statement, and also because you'll be in an entrepreneurial environment. So you got to be around people that are doing big things. You got to get in rooms with people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. You never want to be the smartest person in the room. So just a bunch of individuals that have one common goal, and yeah, that's about it.
Awesome, man.
Did Jamil just sound like 5 years older?
Yeah, he just grew.
Voice change, your command change, like what's happening?
He finished 2 more
He's
books.
about to be executive director here, so that guy is about to be executive director. We are.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Valletta, we have to get him there. He deserves it. He's really
I'm
good.
working on it.
He selected you. He's like, Valletta's it. I'm like, okay. We have to talk to her. So
we're gonna get there.
Awesome. I get this Series 65s.
Yes, we're gonna get that too. I know exactly what you have to study to pass it.
Yeah.
I paid a fortune to figure it out. So don't do that. I'll tell you exactly. I'll send you what I have that's already paid for. Okay. Thank you. And then Tess. Oh, the lovely
Leroy.
Tess. I always love her.
Leroy.
Oh, Leroy. Sorry, Tess. Leroy was before you. My bad.
So, actually, I think some of the points I wanted to raise have already been covered, but I want to change 1,000 lives directly.
Wow.
In 5 years, financially. In our minority environment, we are uneducated financially, and I want to change 1,000 lives directly in the next 5 years. And I'm hoping I could do this here. Secondly, the mentorship that we have, I am so fortunate to be you guys' mentee. Raza is an awesome person. I watched your bio in that interview, and I know this is the man I need to connect myself with. this guy is going to get me where I want to go. Plus, he has a good heart. So I'm quite fortunate
Appreciate
to
that,
be
man.
to be your mentee. You know what I mean? And
Man, I'm proud to have you.
Yes.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
No,
And
that's-
whenever I reach out to him for an interview, whether I get frustrated when people don't show, and he's like, just move on, go to the next person. You know what I mean? And this is awesome. So why should somebody join me? I have the hookup for the greatest people who could take you where you want to be. And if you want to change your life, we could. If you want to change your life, we could do it together.
Wow,
And so
that's a good one.
I've got the hookup.
I got the hookup. Hey,
I
that's
love that.
that's a new one. I've never heard that.
First of
Holla
all,
if you hear me.
appreciate you, Leroy. That was exceptional. We're not expecting that, but it is exceptional that you can say that. It's very hard to compliment others sometimes in the same industry as you. I know, and it can happen to all of us. But it's so important that you become the personality that gives
Yeah.
energy,
Right.
feedback, good positive feedback, pushes people, because other people will push you and you need it. You all need it. We're human.
I also need it.
Raza needs it. When I first met Raza and he was a single dude doing this business, he always said, I said, man, sometimes you can come across as being a little cocky. I don't like that. You got to change that. And he's like, I'm not being cocky. And I'm like, oh, it sounds like it. I know you're not, because I know him personally, right? He says, no, I learned from a coach, because, he's paid a gazillion dollars for coaching. And I used to get very angry about that. I'm like, hey, we're not like doing that well. Why are you always paying for coaching? But I know some of you have that problem, David. he laughed a little too much there.
David is a professional student, man.
Yeah, so is Raza.
He,
So
he beat me. No, he beat me.
you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a little scary.
Yeah.
But he said that I have built this armor around me that no one can put me down, because I can't be put down. I have too many responsibilities. I have to inflate myself up. I have to build my confidence, like that beat of the chest, and you go out there and you're like, oh, I can do it, and you go out there and you fight, right? He's like, that's like the warrior in me, so I can go out there and fight. People may take it as whatever way they want. That's none of my concern at that point. I have to feed my family. And that is why sometimes it can come across as cocky, but I know it's not. I know it comes from a different place. It's like a war cry almost, like you got to go out and do it. If someone's going to break you down, you have to build yourself up.
Yeah, because when you're coaching and you're training people, 9 out of 10 times I hear negative stuff, right?
Yep.
Oh, this is not working. That's not working. I'm not working. I can't work hard enough. I don't have the activity. So when you are a coach or a counselor or a mentor, you got to be able to deflect the negativity and still stay, finish the day in a positive, upbeat situation. Like Susan is a hospice nurse, and she, I'm sure, deals with negativity all day. Or Anne is a nurse. You deal with negativity all the day. But you have to have such strong skin, thick skin, that you can deflect that and still be positive about your job and come back next day and still be as excited to give the 1% that's positive, right? Somebody who's really positive, they're not negative. You can't give the other people's negativity to that one person. So you have to build yourself to the place where you are always giving 100%.
Yes. Okay, Tess.
So can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, perfect.
So,
Hey, I appreciate the text last night.
oh, you're welcome. I'll have to mention that too. So the one thing, there's other aspects to why a person would want to join my agency. But first of all, I could relate to Raza because a few years ago, I built a great book of business, and then COVID hit. And so life situations can really, between that and some health situations, I lost about half of my book of business. I'm older, and I could not find the passion to start over again. And also when you lose that and you start feeling like a failure, you get into a frozen mode to where your mindset just tanks. So last night, oh, and I've been searching for an agency that gives the support, because on one of my answers is that you're not a little fish paddling in a big pond by yourself. And when I listened to Roz's story last night, I had a couple of concerns, but the one statement you said about when people are new, they're like a baby walking, starting out, and they're so negative toward themselves because of their inexperience.
Mhm.
I was concerned because I thought with Raza, with your ambition, with your experience, I felt less adequate. And I thought, can you really, like, I have so much to learn, that can you really be patient enough to teach me, to build a business, and also with life insurance. So also with my experience, like, I was connected with one agency, and the problem I've had is that it's raw, but there's no support. That's why I said you're not in this big pond by yourself. I feel like, and I mentioned it last night, that I was meant to connect with this agency, because I've overcome so much. And the reason also is that I'm older, but I can also relate to people that are older that are trying to build an income off of a set, or build more off of a set income. So my story, I feel like I have a great story that can help someone else. And so that's my pitch.
Wow. You talk like Raza, actually, Tess. I'm really excited for you, because
Yeah, I was there.
he has said this just not even 3 years ago, and not even 2 days ago. He said the same thing. So
I have to revisit that test, because
yeah, he's like, okay, I need to go in big production mode, and he's frozen. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you got to get out of it. You got to get out of it. That's why it's good to have teammates and friends and people that you're under and above, because they're all going to be a part of that journey.
Yeah.
I'm here to say, hey, you got to dust that shoulder off, dust off that loser dust,
Loser dust.
and go out there and do it.
Yeah.
And then Carmen calls him. She's like, buddy, we got to do 250K this year on our own pen, and we can do it. And then he's like, yeah, you're right. You need those people.
I have enough coaches to beat my
Yeah, he
behind,
does. He does.
this one is enough,
Yeah. No, but I will say Carmen is like that too. I
Yeah.
don't think she's on the call, but she calls him, and they hold each other. They're kind of accountability partners, because they're both really good producers. So when they talk on the phone, she will say, no, buddy, you got to go out there and do it too. And then he'll say, buddy, you got to go recruit. So they have like this thing, right? Create that with yourself. You're a business owner.
Yeah.
Well, can I say one other thing is that after Raza reading or listening to your story, I was like, where can I get the passion? I'm a single grandmother raising a teenage boy that I've never raised a boy, and life's challenges. It's like, how can I find the passion and the balance in my life? And it's being around people, the support, like Raza has you as a huge, I can see that as a great support, and that's important. Yeah. And it's finding that support for yourself,
Yes.
You right here, Wealth Makers there.
Yes.
Every single person on this call, Tess, is very much a family to us.
Yeah.
And I literally have the team members we have now. I can literally feel comfortable leaving my 7-year-old son with them.
Yeah.
Because I treat and regard them as a family, and they are there for you as well. So it's not just me. You can chime in, connect with people on the messenger chat, and really, find an accountability partner who can say, oh, hey, let's call each other every other day, every day. Let's connect and keep each other motivated. Yeah. So you've got a whole team there.
Guys, if you want to be accountability partners, please go in the chat. We keep it completely open. We're not hiding you guys from each other.
Yeah.
We don't
Well,
let outsiders infiltrate, so they don't recruit your recruits or anything like that. But within our organization, because it's a very trusted group, talk to each other, open, completely open.
one more thing is that my learning curve around technology, where I used to go out in the field, now it's all technology.
Yes.
like what is this?
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
It's just think of it as an early adaptation when the internet came out. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you're like, what is this? Like, how do you get around it? You know? So it's just a new level of internet, you know?
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alice. Oh, the lovely Alice. Oh, you're muted.
So unmute.
Alice, we can't hear you for some reason. It's still muted. I don't know. Alice, you're muted. If you can figure out how to come off of mute, then I don't know if it's not hitting for you, maybe. Let me ask you to unmute.
Yeah. Are you on the phone, iPhone?
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yay.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm on the phone, and to the last lady that spoke, I actually love technology, but it drives me crazy too. I always have to call my son and say, look, what is this computer doing? Fix it for me. Luckily, I have a homemade tech, so
That's awesome.
he loves them.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
So everybody's pretty much saying the same thing because it's really, to me, it's the same reasoning for all of us. We all want to help other people, and this system that we have, you have to want to help people. That's the only way you're going to move ahead. The more people you reach out to and say, hey, I have a way to help you. What's your problem? What's going on that you can't solve? Let me see if what I have can solve that for you. So I love the way everybody that's in the chats and everything, like, tell you books that you can read that train you more. Go ahead and get an Audible and listen to those books on your downtime. I know I don't have a lot of time. I'm taking care of two parents who both have dementia at home. And people say, how do you do that? Well, I just do it one step at a time. So I'm a little slower than everybody else at moving up because they use up a lot of my time. But whenever I don't have time, like I'm in the living room now, they're in the room where they sleep, and I'm doing this while they're sleeping and watching TV. I might run away for a second and come back. So there's no reason, no matter how busy you are and how many responsibilities that you have, you can still do this because you have to realize, hey, there's minutes where you could be doing your business.
Yep.
And you're not looking at it that way. I've often been on this, and I tell people that when I recruit them, because a lot of them say, I'm so busy, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it. I say, well, look at me. I'm doing it maybe slower than I want to, but I am doing it. I also have a dog.
Add more to it.
Yes, and I have a granddaughter that I take to school every day. So there's a lot on my plate, but I like that. I think when you're busy, you get a lot done. Then when you're not busy, you end up start watching TV or something when you're not busy. So I like that part of this system is the same thing as everybody else. The training is awesome. You are what I prayed for 10 years ago when I'm not going to say who the company is, but I was working as a contracted person. And I said, look, there should be a way that we can do this on an internet instead of having me drive out 20 miles and nobody's home, or it's a place that I can't help because you've sent me to this.
Yeah.
And they were saying like, no, you can't do that. We don't have a way to do it. I said, that's impossible. You have to be able to do it. And it was like my dream, and my dream came true when I found you guys. Because it's like the other lady was saying, Tess, yeah, you're not used to technology, but once you start doing it, it's going to become second nature to you. And our team has a lot of young people that are tech savvy. Lean on them. Yep. Because they're right there for you. Like if sometimes I have a inbuilt one for the computer systems, but for the insurance, I I can get on Discord, which I had never heard of.
Yeah, with Jamil, yeah,
And
Jamil is always
ask
there.
questions like, what is this? Why is this like that? It uses less time.
Flip phone.
Yeah, it uses so much. You can get so much more done using technology. So
Yeah.
stick with it and slowly learn it. And next thing it's like when you get a new job, when you go to corporate, they don't try to really train you, but eventually you've trained yourself. And it's like, why was I concerned about learning this? This is so easy. So that's what's going to happen. So that's what I love about. I can't believe this system. I can't believe that Xperia exists like this. And trust me, there's a lot I still don't know about Xperia, but I know that they're willing to listen. And Raza, you guys, and Imrana, you guys are always willing to listen, answer questions. And if you can't answer it, somebody in our group will answer it for you.
Absolutely.
So, and something that's funny that happens. One thing that happened to me was I found this group that's going to do the small business thing. And I was talking to Imrana and Raza, and they're like, "You're going too?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're going."
Yeah.
And we found it separately, but then we're going to end up being there.
Yeah, we're all gonna go together.
I'm excited about it. That's the other thing is I get excited when I talk to people about it. That's why they listen to me.
Small business.
Small
Now, getting them to do other things, I'm trying to like get your licensing done is a bit of an issue. So I don't yet know how to correct that, but I'm sure somebody in here knows how to get that going.
So
And I'm starting to go after people who are licensed.
on
looking
that
for people
point,
who
if you have
licenses,
someone,
they'll come over.
if you have someone that's a rock star,
And I can't hear you, Imrana. I don't know why.
okay.
Hopefully you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can.
So that's basically it. Just keep going one step at a time, guys. And when somebody tells you that sounds hard and difficult, say, just do one step at a time. And if you do that for me for a month or two and you still, can't get anything, call me. I'm there for you. I'm somebody who you can call me in the middle of the night and I'm going to pick up if I'm awake, which I probably will be.
Wow.
And I'm going to talk to you. Text me. I'm going to talk to you.
All right, Alice.
That's
Usually
okay.
I'm
I
up,
still
so I'll call you. Okay.
We're up.
So that's helpful too. That's why I think people would want to join me because I'm going to be there. I'm a mommy kind of person.
Nice.
Hence, taking care of family is one of my things. So you become my family, I'm going to take care of you.
Nice.
Can everyone hear us?
I need my son, but
Yes.
he's somewhere else. I don't know why I can't hear you, Imrana.
I can.
Yes. But
Yes.
Can
I
everyone-
can hear.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
I can hear. Yeah.
I guess she can't hear me for some reason, but people should join her because she wants to help.
Yeah.
She really wants to help. And that's a beautiful thing in your nature to have. If you really want to be big here, that has to be part of your nature.
Very
you
important.
want to see
Yeah.
other people successful. Only then can you become a business owner. If you want to see only yourself successful, please just produce. I'm being very honest. You will not build a team. If you want to be, I can hear in language when people talk, I can tell you that you're not going to build appropriately because you're looking out for yourself. It's selfish.
Yeah.
You cannot build a business on selfishness. You can become a producer. Go that model. This is not the model for you then. But if you really want to see other people successful, then be a builder. It drives you. It invigorates you. That invigorates us. It's our drive in business. If we were just producers, we would be fighting. But because we are builders, we're creating, we're
And
developing,
producers.
we're talking, and we're helping people, and we're taking, feedback, and we're developing things. I'm gonna try to rush it a
Hey,
little
Josephine, what are you feeding your mom?
bit. So, Raza,
Yes.
since I'm interviewing you,
Oh, sorry.
just really quickly, because we have a lot of other questions to address.
Okay.
3 things why people should join. What do you tell people? Why should they join you? What do you lead with? Just 3 items. Quickly.
So when I'm recruiting, my approach is about them, right? What are they? Where are they in life, and what are they looking for? What is their passion, right? So I always want to kind of get to what they care for, where they want to be, and where they are right now. But the biggest thing that I know that it's lacking in any industry is personal mentorship, coaching, and somebody who cares for you. So I always lead with, hey, we got 100,000% support and coaching available. I'm going to hold your hand through every single step. I have an amazing support team with our team, with an amazing platform with wealth makers that's going to scale your business to the sky.
Okay, simple. So
Yeah.
he leans heavy on training, coaching, and support, which a lot of you did say.
Yeah.
You're speaking the same language.
Yeah.
So someone who has recruited so many licensed agents active right now, gone through 600 recruits already,
Yeah.
because not everybody stays, right? Has done it by saying support, training, team environment, culture of growth. These are literally the same thing everybody else was saying.
Yeah.
That's the language.
Because you will learn about insurance. Insurance is once you do one policy, you got it, right? But what's going to keep you going is the team and the support and the mentorship and the coaching and somebody that cares for your success.
Yeah.
That's crucial.
Yes. Okay. Now I'm gonna pick only a few people for the next few rounds because I do want to make sure we get all the questions touched. Okay. Number 2, write 3 traits that are going to help you build your team. So number 1 should have been a lot more about what is a team environment providing you, why you should join them. And number 2 is your personal strengths.
Yeah. Why should somebody join you? Right? Oh,
You're the guest.
I'm the guest. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
It's hard to be a guest.
Do I need to bring a mic? Okay. So
I gotta go get some coffee or something.
Susan, give me a few quickly, okay? So we can have everybody go and the next questions be answered. 3 traits about you that are your strengths.
I thought the question was traits that I can develop to be a team, to build a team, right?
I'm sorry.
Okay. So I wrote, you want me to give you 3?
Yeah, 3 is good.
Okay. I wrote consistency, discipline, and time management.
She touched on discipline. Consistency is showing up. I know Saturday morning is hard, guys. Trust me. Sometimes I'm like, Reza, do we have to do this every Saturday? But then we're like, oh, we'll get up, and then we're excited and we see you guys and we're like, yes, we have to do this. This is awesome. We get to do this, right? Language. We get to do this. We're blessed. But she touched on being consistent and then being what was your second point? Sorry. Again?
The second one was discipline and then time management.
Discipline. I think a lot of us, and time management crosses into that same territory. A lot of us have that problem of being disciplined. I want you to write in your chat, because I don't want anybody to feel alone. How many of you lack discipline? Write a 1 in the chat. That's really good. I'm going to write a 1 too. As a good leader, it is important to be honest of your faults too. We are not perfect. We are not perfect. I sometimes lack discipline as well. 100%. It's very hard when you have kids. You got to put food in their stomachs. You got to clean the house. You got to do some business work. You got to get a job and work there and give your brain power into a 9 to 5 every single day. So a lot of people said, I lack discipline. They admitted it. So Raza, guess where did you disappear off to? He's coming. But are you coming, Raza? Okay, he's bringing his tea. Sorry, guys. He needs his chai, Susan. So he needs his caffeine to be energetic, right? Okay, so Raza, guest. You can't disappear. You're on a show. Live.
I was not needed. I just.
Oh, no.
Hey, I'm ADD. You got to keep me engaged.
See, he's ADD. He's admitting it. Okay, so
yeah.
As far as discipline is concerned, what do you do to stay disciplined? How do you stay disciplined? Being ADD and all of that.
So my best coach that keeps me disciplined is my Google Calendar. Right? If it's not on my calendar, it's not happening. Right? Now, how many of you know that if you're on my calendar, I'm going to show up?
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
So unless like, there's something major is happening, you need to call 911 because, I usually will never miss an appointment, whether it's a recruit one-on-one, a team, or a client of a recruit. So I know that you're relying on me 1,000% at that time. And unless there's something is happening, I'm never going to miss it. But that also keeps me on target. At any time, my activities are based on my calendar, right?
Yes.
And so just to give you an idea is, you need to use some kind of disciplining tool for yourself. If you have a calendar, let's say, especially now, this is a feedback I get from people that have a job, right? That, I have a job, so I'm going to produce first, and then I'm going to get really good at it, and then I'm going to recruit. No, it should be the opposite way. You don't have any time to see a client, but you do have time to send a text, send a recruit, put some automation of LinkedIn going on, which some of you have started doing. Like Grace came on, I said, hey, use this tool. She right away got an automation tool for LinkedIn. And then, so why? Because you can scale your time and only talk to the person that raises their hand, right? So you want to learn automation, scale up, especially if you have a job. Susan, you have a job. Anne, you have a job, right? Terry, you have a job. So what you got to do is scale things with automation and recruit so that your recruiting numbers produce and you start earning overrides. That will help you escape your job because now you have passive income coming.
Yeah.
Then you can start becoming a producer at that time.
Yeah. So he uses a calendar for discipline.
Yeah.
And he's also started really leaning heavy on to-do lists, which is how I function. To-do lists are a big deal in our house.
Yeah.
Big deal right now.
It's on the fridge.
And we have
tables.
to-do lists together and to-do lists separately.
Yeah.
So you make a to-do list every day for tomorrow.
Really, yeah. And if you cannot scratch something off, move it to the next day. And there's a psychological thing that happens. Even if you have 3 things on a to-do list and you scratch it off, you feel like you've accomplished something today,
yes.
right? And then you're like, okay, so now you don't go to sleep like, man, I feel like something's left.
Yeah.
Right? If you know what's left, what's left is on the sheet, right? Okay, I need to knock this out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's very effective.
It's an accountability tool. So make sure, I recommend everyone, 28 people here, if you make a list, must go through one person. Guess what? You're going to have a person there because it's going to keep going next, and it's going to bug you and you're not going to sleep and you're going to be dreaming about it and you're going to be like, why is it bugging me? Because you have not checkmarked it and that was part of your business plan. You have to do it. You have to. It's part of your business growth plan. If you are not recruiting, someone came up to me, Miss Dawn came up to me because she works she has a corporate job, works crazy hours, doesn't have time. And now she was like, I just need to get really into this. And I don't know how because my job takes up so much of my time. So I'm like, so you can only talk to clients on the weekend, right? She said, yeah, only on the weekend. And even the carriers are not open. So I can't call them and say, hey, do this, do A, B, and C, or I need this help. So she's stuck. And I said, Dawn, you have to recruit. She's like, oh, but I'm not doing anything. I'm like, nope, you have to recruit because when you don't have time, you have to leverage people who have time.
Yeah.
You see that? The change in business thinking. So again, you are if you're a self-entrepreneur at 1099, you're only thinking according to you, just leveraging yourself. But when you think like a business owner, you have to always think about leveraging others, leveraging automations, leveraging tools, softwares, whatever, to save you on your time. She said, you know what? Makes sense. She recruited someone just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
A shift has to happen. When you lack time or you're stuck somewhere or you have no energy, and people drive you, people give you energy. You all give us energy. We wake up, we run every day, 16 hours a day because you give us energy. You need to create that energy for yourself. Oh, Don just commented. You need to create that energy for yourself and 100% guaranteed if you are recruiting. I know Grace is crazy recruiting and she's telling her people show up on this call. I'm sure it energizes her.
And she's got client appointments.
She has client appointments. She she's just doing it like crazy. Grace, does it make you happy to have teammates?
It does. I like leading. And I'm an early person, so everyone is Central Time and Eastern Time, and I'm on Pacific Time. So I do, when I get up the first thing in the morning, I'm like, okay, what can I put in the chat for my teammates? Because it's already morning for them, way past wake up time.
Yeah.
And how many team members you have so far?
Just 3 right now.
Just
Okay,
3.
so guys, let me give you a sign of a leader, a sign of a leader. She has 3 recruits in her WhatsApp chat group, and every meeting that's happening, she's putting it in there. Hey guys, there's a meeting at this time. Don't miss it. Hey guys, there's a meeting at this time. Don't miss it. Okay, you're dealing with adults, but guess what? That is needed because people are busy with different things or have a job. But Grace, that's one amazing sign of a leader where you are basically nurturing them and guiding them. Hopefully, they can take that calendar invite and put it in the Google, and so it repeats itself, but most people don't do it. Okay. I know you did it the first thing you came in. I hope that double, triple thing went away. I think it went away, right?
It went away. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I fixed it. Thank you for telling me. But so it's awesome job by reminding your team.
Yeah. So you see there, you need people because people drive you. There's no way around it. You can't change that. It's been the system. People are there for you to build. People are there for them to build you.
Yeah.
It's a symbiotic relationship. You need each other. You need each other. Okay. So next question was, write 3 ways that you will start to approach people as teammates. Who wants to go on this? What did they write? Maybe something new came to them that they never.
Some new people that have not spoken
somebody
yet.
that hasn't raised their hand yet. I would love, because remember, you guys are getting ready to speak on stage. Even if you're nervous, this is how you prep for it.
Yeah, it's your chance to develop your speaking skills.
3 ways you're going to approach people. Okay, Linda, new person. Let's go.
Casual conversation. That seems to be always the best way for me to start out. Just if you're just talking to someone at random about certain things. I was talking to some people last night, random conversation, and just see how much they react or respond to what it is that you're saying to them. And if they don't say or respond or react, then, you maybe dig a little deeper into the conversation. But if, that's usually kind of like, if they don't want to take it any further, I don't want to force anyone. I just kind of, wait for them to think about responding and do respond.
Yes. Yes. I mean, she made it sound super easy, didn't she?
No, not really. It's not easy, but I'm working on it.
No, but it's that easy, right? It's talking to people. We make it hard because, again, we are adults. We have gone through some tragedies, some toxic people. We've met some narcissistic people that have put us down. We have had failures. So as adults, a lot of us, even the strongest personality, the most confident person, has these weaknesses still. Everyone does. It's an innate thing in a human.
Yeah.
That we feel scared sometimes. We feel like, oh my God, I can't do this. But there's people that have learned to overcome that part. That's the missing link for some of you guys. Some of you, it is overcoming.
Yeah. No.
You have no problem being friendly. I have seen so many people, and Raza and I talk about it. Oh my God, they're so friendly. They're a people person. What are they doing behind the computer screen? They need to be out there. Jamil.
She's talking to you, Jamil.
Hey, listen, I love my computer screen.
I know, but you gotta.
You are a beast in person, man.
One day.
No, Raza took
All right, you like your computer setup. I remember you saying that.
It's a beauty. It's a beauty.
Yeah.
He is.
But it's a beauty watching him network in a cigar bar.
When Raza came home, and I know he knows this because we talked right away. He was on fire. I have never heard Jamil so excited because he had so much energy because of people. He was, and I know you can agree, Jamil, because you were like talking 100 miles per hour. Raza was talking 100 miles per hour. When you guys hung out, he was like, Jamil needs to be out. He has to be out. He's a people person. He's a charmer. And I was like, dang, okay, we got to take him out. So you got to identify people's skills for them too.
Yeah.
That's all of our jobs together. Hey, man, you're really good.
No, you were, man. You got like what, 7, 8 names of all business owners.
Yeah, I got a few names.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Talking to a couple.
Yes. Yes.
How'd you get him to touch grass?
Say that one more time?
How'd you get him to touch grass?
Oh, yeah.
I did wax on, wax off.
Pretty much.
Good for you.
I didn't want to.
He didn't want to.
It's like, no.
I had to bribe him with a cigar and a
But
beer.
you know
that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, he's also a leader, and he's, well, you know, he's promised us and all that, where we've been in discussion that he's going to become an executive director, no doubt.
Oh, for sure.
So there's things he has to do. He has to go out there because he can't tell everybody else to go out there if he's not going out, right?
Yeah.
He knows that. He has to develop automations, because if he doesn't do it, his team won't do it. You have to be ahead of your team members a little bit. You have to strive to be a little ahead so you can teach them something and help them. Do it first.
Yeah.
That's right. And Emma also said she talks with, like, complimenting someone. That is perfect. I'm not going to ask you a question on this because this is personal. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to take more answers. I want to, but I'm going to go into more and give you more opportunity to talk, because I want to cover all the points before we close out this call.
Susan just can talk about that.
Yeah, next point. Maybe you guys can talk about the next point. Okay. So how many recruits do you want this month? Actually, we're going to have everybody answer this on the chat. So don't answer this live right now. I want everybody to put, first number is going to be how many recruits you have to have this month before October 31st. Okay. And then how many recruits, the next number has to be how many recruits you're going to have by December 31st. And remember, you are creating the trajectory for next year.
Yeah. 2 and 7, 27. Wendy?
No, 2 and 7.
2 and 7. Okay, sorry.
7 by the end of the year. 2, 3 this month, 15 this year. Wow, that's a good one.
1 second. What do you want? Yes.
Okay, 3 this month, 5 and 5. 3 by December. 5 and 12. Look at Grace. 1 and 4. 3 and 10. I'm going to challenge you guys. We threw out a challenge to have 7 recruits a month. And you get a $100 gift card, right? So don't sell yourself short.
Also make it entrepreneur lounge.
So go ahead and message. Go meet at fairs and festivals. There's business owners right now. The weather is great. Go talk to those business owners that have those booths over there. They're entrepreneurial. They're always looking for opportunities. Leroy said 10 and 25. Engineer said 8 and 25. 4 and 10. I need 7. 7 should be a good marker for you. And I'm just saying this because, can you imagine? Can you guys just vision this for yourself? I'm going to change your vision a little bit. You have 7 people by the end of this month. 2 of them are going to do something. 2 of them. Those 2 are going to also build. And 1 of them might come across a superstar that has a team of 5, a team of 7 already built in. How will that change your business?
Yep.
Exponentially. You're waiting for that little firecracker, but it's up to you to create that, because 1 out of 7, 2 out of 7 is your number that's going to actually do something. That's why I want you to go a little bit above. Some of you might not have time, and I totally understand that, but it's as little as sending a text message. And again, I'm going to create a recruiting funnel for you. So if you have the system, you can send them into a campaign.
Yeah.
So you need to have a goal of 7 just to run it as a business.
Every month.
And I'm not judging those who wrote less than 7. How do you go after agents? That was where, how would you approach was the question, right? So you can do it online through LinkedIn. You can do it through Facebook marketing groups, messaging people
insurance
personally,
groups.
make friends that are insurance agent. Guarantee if you type in WFG, Primerica, all that. I'm not going to let Raja answer this because he's talked about this many times. I'm going to ask him another question. WFG, Primerica, all the people that have it on their profile will pop up. There you go. They're licensed.
Or unlicensed people. Anybody that's done direct sale, network marketing, multi-level marketing, they're always looking for opportunities, and they're the experts in shiny objects. So if we can show them something better with bigger pay raises, you will attract them.
That's why if you don't have your why should they join you, write it on a sheet of paper and put it on your desk.
Yeah.
5 or 6 points, and they have to be very strong points. If you keep it in front of you, it keeps you on that level. Like, okay, I know what to say. I know how to go back to this point. Bring it back to all your points. Keep bringing it back. Someone said 10 and 30, hitting high goals. Yes. We are not going to perform as a team. Again, we're all together. We're all fam. Let's not be mediocre. How about that?
Yeah.
Because recruiting is not as hard as a client. It's not. Yes, recruiting them and making them to some agent or another recruiter is a little harder, but actually recruiting is not hard. It's not hard at all. It's just creating conversations.
That's a question. Like, there's somebody that feels that recruiting is bad.
No, I'm not going to ask that question because recruiting is not bad.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you even think that. No negativity. No
All right.
negativity. Recruiting is not bad.
That's why I'm a guest.
Yeah, that's why you're a guest. Don't change that right now.
Hey, I'm doing devil's advocate.
No, don't be that. We don't need that. Raza,
Okay,
my
sorry.
question to you is, how many people do you want to recruit per month?
100
100.
directs.
100. Right?
That's the only way we can get to 10,000.
That's a crazy number. It's a crazy number. We always talk crazy numbers. You should too. You should see yourself
fun.
bigger.
It's fun. Makes you think you're crazy, but it's
Crazy
good.
people win. You'll see the craziest people on top. You got to be crazy. Be crazy about yourself.
Yeah.
Guys, don't limit yourself to 3. Don't limit yourself to 5. You are freaking awesome. Get 10.
Yeah.
All of you are amazing people. You just maybe don't have a lot of experience. I don't care. We joined someone with 0 experience.
Yeah.
0 experience. And he made a 6-figure ring out of it.
Failed the licensing 6 times. But
it doesn't matter what you have. It matters what the person wants.
Yeah, the people will join the business, not you. They might get introduced by you, but a successful entrepreneur mindset will look at the big picture, look at the company, look at the support system, and they will join that. They know they respect you for introducing it, but don't feel like you have to be the super expert. You can be the new person on the job and say, hey, I have a job opening at my job. I just started there myself. I'm in the training program for next 6 weeks. But listen, you can also join the training program for next 6 weeks, and they're looking for more people. Did you have to be an expert? No, you also just started. So never think and feel like you have to be already at an expert level.
Yeah. So see, there's a difference. When you want to be a big person, you got to have the language of a big person. If you want to be a big leader, your language has to be a big leader. Like, you cannot limit yourself to according to what you think your ability is. Stop doing that to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going to be mommy right now.
I'm going to get
Stop it. you can recruit big.
Yeah.
You can.
How will
what
I do
if
100 recruits?
I don't know.
Okay.
We will figure that out.
And the way we'll do it is, I'll do it is through automation.
Yeah.
I just have to scale up, right? That's all.
Thing. So how many of you are right at 1 if you're going to change your numbers now?
Be daring.
Yeah. Stop putting yourself in a box. Great, Amy. Okay. Some people are changing the numbers. Some people want to stay comfortable, and I'm totally okay with you too. I just know you can be bigger and greater than that because I believe in you. I really, really, really believe in you. And do this alongside finding clients. It's going to naturally happen. And then before you know it, if you do like 10, 15, 20 approaches this month, it's going to be so easy to be doing that again the next month. December, you might go further because it became habit. That's what I want you to change. If you're only aiming for 3, you're only going to talk to 3 people. It's true because you put that limit on yourself. Talk to more people, grow your business. It's going to become habit and you'll have an explosion by 2025. An explosion. That's what we're trying to create. Mini explosions in all of our businesses. Okay. Everyone wrote down 10 people, right? That you think would be great partners. Your homework for this beautiful Saturday, because most people are off. They're chilling. Don't message them on a Sunday because they'll be watching football. It's not a great day. But today, message those people. Say, hey, I got something to talk to you about. Or hey, can you take a look at this video and tell me what you think? Do that for yourself. That's 10 people. 10 people you can possibly add into your organization because you wrote down 10 names.
If they are not licensed, you can ask them, hey, are you open to an income opportunity? Right? Income opportunity. Whether they are wealthy or they are broke, everybody is open to an income opportunity. So if the recruiter who initially recruited me in 2017 or 2008, I already was running a very successful dance studio, right? And that person knew I was running a successful dance studio because he and his wife were students at my dance studio. And he knew that was my passion. I was living, breathing it, right? I was competing for the US team. Why do you think he thought I would want to do this insurance thing? He didn't judge me. He didn't.
I'm gonna ask you that question. What do you think people do when they're talking to people? Is judgment.
Yeah. So he didn't prejudge me. He just said, hey, Raza, are you looking for another income opportunity? I'm like, man, always. That's what my answer was. Because I was making successful 7 figures, but I didn't have any freedom of time.
Who did you recruit under you one time? Some big guy.
James Coleman?
No, you were saying.
Oh, yeah. The owner of that company who lives in a 20,000 square foot house. So guys, listen to this. The company I was in, the first company I was in, I connected with the owners. I left that company 3 years later. One of the owners left that company also. This particular gentleman lived in a 20,000 square foot house. He has a car garage of 30 cars in it, all muscle cars. He has a Olympic size pool inside his 20,000 square foot house. He has a full size bowling alley, a full size basketball court, an ice cream parlor, right? And I got into some direct sales company and somebody said, hey, who do you know who's on your chicken list? The people you know that are on a chicken list, but you feel afraid to call them because you feel they're already too big. I'm like, you know what? I know one guy that lives in a 20,000 square foot house and has this car garage. He's like, okay, let's call him. I'm like, you kidding me? Like, why would he want to join this energy company? He's like, well, you don't know. I picked up the phone. I called him. I said, hey, Philip, how you doing? Like, hey, what's up? Raz, hey, man, listen, are you open for an income opportunity? Guess what he said? Always. What do you have?
Oh, yeah.
And I recruited him.
So yeah, when someone said, should I get this guy who's a big shot, flies first class? Yes. Those are visionaries. We do want, that's why they're there, right?
That's why they are making what they're making.
And then they'll see the opportunity that the people that they know, they're going to make bigger money because they have, bigger money issues, bigger tax issues.
Yeah.
So we get to help them there. So yes, go after everyone. Don't judge. because you don't know. You
Yeah.
don't know what they're looking for. You don't know. They might be bored and they want something new.
Or they might be going through a crisis
Yeah.
and they need a hand up.
Yep. Yep.
They could be leveraged. They look rich and comfortable, but they could be leveraged.
Yeah. And they're
So
not.
for the big fish, what's the next step?
Same question. Are you open to an income opportunity?
So right. So when they say yes, do
And
you
say, okay, would love to arrange a Zoom with one of my partners. What's a good time? Monday or Tuesday? And book a time with me.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
okay?
Yeah. You want to not say too much on the text or on a first call because
Less.
the point is to show them
Less
the
is more.
opportunity.
Yeah.
So always when you're booking, limited, very limited. That's
the-
how you'll be successful in booking.
And sound busy. You're
Yeah.
busy, like, hey, okay, great. I'm busy. I would, hey, tell me more about it. You know what? I would love to, but I would love to kind of let my partner kind of explain the details because I would like him to kind of cover that.
What video can they share?
If you go to the old command center under recruiting, I've got different videos for licensed agent, unlicensed agents, different levels, different time length, 3 minute, 2 minute. I've got a Vietnamese video. I've got a Spanish subtitle video. So under recruiting section in the command center.
Okay. Next question. You wrote down 3 objections. You guys can give me one objection for the sake of time. Susan, what is one that
There's somebody could.
The one you hear the most is, "Oh no, not another MLM."
So here's the answer.
Wait, Reza. What would you say? Remember, I'm the interviewer.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So do you like MLMs?
No.
Oh, then great. We're not an MLM.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because I think one person asked me, "Do I have to bring somebody?" And I said, "Actually, no, you don't." They're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Remember.
And then they went into the next one. "Oh no, I can't sell anything."
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, sell anything. So yeah. So ask me that.
Well, I can't sell anything.
So have you never bought anything?
No, I bought stuff. Too much stuff.
Too much stuff?
Okay.
Okay. And so why would you think selling is hard?
So you're saying sell yourself?
No. So you don't like selling?
No, I don't like selling.
Okay, that's perfect because I'm not looking for car salespeople. I'm looking for educators who will educate people and become a teacher.
That's
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
You're educating. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like selling? Great. I'm not hiring salespeople.
And then who else had their hand raised? No one else? Okay. One more objection before we move on to the next thing. I'm too busy. Okay, that's one objection. What would you say to that? I'm too busy.
I'm too busy. Oh, okay. So are you busy right now or are you busy forever?
Just right now.
Right now. Okay. So maybe I can connect back with you next week.
Okay. That's fine, right? So I think the objections, we make it harder than they are.
Who's AGM? AGM, what is that?
Angeline. Angie Frank.
Angeline, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Tess, you want to share an objection?
Yes, actually, one of the great comebacks for I'm too busy is that I only work with people who are busy.
Oh, nice. Snap.
That's awesome.
One more little. The other day in one of the chats is that one individual said that they wear a badge. And I thought, I used to do that when I worked for the company, and you wouldn't believe the reactions I got from that badge. So it's like, are you open to an income opportunity on a badge? Because it's like you don't know who might be out there looking that you are not connecting with.
Yes.
Nice.
Omar
Yeah.
does that too.
You talked about Omar. Omar used to have that when asked me about Medicare when he did Medicare. And so he's actually got some printing done.
We had that ask me about Medicare pins too before.
Yeah.
I remember that all too well. Yeah, MLM fear is huge. It's going to be probably your number one objection. But I would like, when you send us the papers, I would like to see the objection so we can cover that more in depth. That's why I also want that sheet.
And especially experience, not MLM, because we have a producer track.
Yeah.
Where somebody can come in and just be a producer and go from 70 to all the way to 130% without ever recruiting a single person. So you can be very transparent and honest. Oh, great. We have a producer track where you can just be a salesperson. And one of the things I ask people when they start, hey, do you want to be a salesperson or you want to be an entrepreneur? Guess what 90% of the people say?
An entrepreneur.
Because the sales has a negative connotation. So I'm like, okay, so you don't want and somebody said, oh no, I want to just sell. I don't want to recruit. I said, okay, so you want to be a salesperson? She said, no, I don't want to be a salesperson. I'm like, well, you're just saying that. So they don't really want to be a salesperson, but in their mind, recruiting is the other side, right? So I let the people decide. But if they want to just stay as a salesperson, great. We have a track for that. And we don't look down on that. That's great. We need producers who do 100,000 a month, personal production. Great, right? They're making money, and we're helping, have them earn money for their families.
Also, a good comeback for MLM, I like to say this is, it's not something where you can just throw money at and sign up memberships or sell lotion and potions. You have to get a license.
Yeah.
You have to undergo background checks to be appointed with these multi-billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
So it's not an opportunity available for all, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to make sure you explain it that way, that, I get a license from the state of Texas. I am held to a certain regard. I mean, also the laws are about to change where you will possibly become a fiduciary.
Yeah.
That means you have a legal obligation to do what's right by the client.
Yeah.
Right. So if these things are going to happen and more laws and, regulations are going to come about, it's going to make the industry more airtight. So speak with it with pride. You had to get an insurance license. You had to pass the test. You had to undergo a background check. You had to go through the state of wherever you are.
Credit check.
A credit check. All of that had to happen to make sure that you are a good person to go talk to another person about their finances.
And MLM is usually open to anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody can join.
Yeah.
Right.
So that differentiates MLM. The structure, the insurance industry created it well before any other company created it. They stole that model and applied it to an MLM side.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what happened. But an agency is always built on hierarchies.
Yes.
It's just normal. Okay. So next thing, 3 personal misbeliefs that have prevented you from building aggressively. So self-limiting beliefs that you have that have limited you from building your agency out. And if you can just share one with everyone, I would appreciate that. Tess.
Actually, this is really true, is that you see wealth all over the place, but for some reason you feel like other people can do it, but it will never happen for me.
Yes. I think a lot of people can relate to that. I see some heads nodding.
Why do you feel like that, Tess?
I think, or I believe that when you encounter setbacks, that pretty soon you just give up. You're just like, no matter how hard I try, the harder I try, the behinder I get. That old cliche. So it's changing that mindset. And I think, it's.
Tess, you should be working with Raza aggressively. You talk just like him. You say the same things that he would say. No, it's very common.
Most people won't believe it or accept or feel that, I've gone through that many times, right? At my level, when I'm trying to achieve the next level, I'm fighting myself with this a little bit, right? Now, I don't have the belief that I don't deserve it. I deserve everything, every penny of it, right? So I don't have that, but I do fight with myself. If like I'm trying to push myself to the next level, our next promotion that we're trying to get is SED, senior ED, right? So we have to have a certain X amount of money that we have to have to 12-month rolling. Now, guess what? I have to physically go in the field to write that business to get an extra X amount of money so that we qualify for the SED before the year ends, right? So guess what? I've not been in the field necessarily prospecting or writing business. I've just been coaching for the last 2 years and helping other people get there. And our team has done about $1.2 million this year already, right? That means you guys are getting $1.2 million paid into your bank accounts. So I have to fight through that same thing to go prospect and get my own clients. So it's very common. Even top leaders, we work with Frank Morrow, they all go through the same exact thing. They're like, oh shoot, to hit 1 million, I gotta go back in the field, right?
They asked us, we asked them, literally.
Literally, we
This
fight.
is normal.
So this is very normal at every level. You know, it feels like we are this close, but actually it feels like this far for us.
Yeah.
Right? So don't feel you're alone.
Yeah. Everyone's going through that.
Tremaine. Tremaine, your hands up?
And you can
Yeah, sorry, just had a little lag. No,
No.
I know my biggest thing is and has always been like feeling like I don't know enough to recruit. That's been my biggest holdback. So I'm just to the point now where it's just like, okay, gloves off, just do it, girl. You know, and let the chips fall where they may.
So what do you feel like you need to know to recruit?
Everything.
Oh, one of those kinds.
You know, Tremaine, that's the number one reason we hear that people don't recruit. Number one reason is they don't feel they are able to recruit because they don't know everything.
Yeah.
And it's everyone feels this way. It's so common. But why do you
ask the guest? Ask the
yeah,
guest.
I'm asking. Yeah. Why is that not a big reason to not recruit? How do you get past that?
So, you know, number one thing you have to, Tremaine, know and learn what's the selling proposition of Experior for a licensed agent is the legacy ownership. You guys all have to learn and understand what is the legacy ownership of Experior, because there's no other company out there that has that, right? Book ownership of book of business from day one, legacy ownership, which is basically a 10-year buyout of 75% of your business for 10 years. And after 10 years, 25% is paid to your children without a license, E&O, CE credits, nada. And so you can literally build a generational wealth business and die, and that stays in your grandkids and grandkids and grandkids, right? So you need to know one thing. What is that? Second thing is Experior does not hold your hand on a daily basis for your business, right? Who does? Your team. So have the faith and build the faith, or learn what does Wealthmaker provide a new team member when they come in, right? So have faith and really know what they're going to get. Those two things are very crucial. And if you feel confident in those two things, then you have a Superman shield on. You don't have to stress about anything.
So another question. Again, we're almost done, guys. I know it's a little bit over. But people attach their experiences, their level of knowledge to recruiting.
Yeah.
What do you say? I mean, I know you gave some recommendations, but like when you joined, you recruited a massive amount of people right away.
In the first company?
In the first company.
Yeah.
We recruited one guy. He threw 100 people against the wall in 1 month.
1 month, yeah.
We've come across these kind of crazy builders. Okay?
Yeah.
And it was so fast that we didn't even know what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, should you know everything when you're recruiting, or would you operate far better if you do ignorance on fire?
That I was going to say that.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm the guest.
Yes,
okay.
I'm telling you. I'm asking you, which one should it be? Should it be ignorance on fire?
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. So you know, when they say ignorance on fire, it means that you should just know enough to be excited about, hey, come on in. Yeah, come on in. Please have a seat. Somebody's going to come and help you out, right? You're just excited about just being a greeter or just being the host of the event or a location or the company. You have to become good at selling the appointment. Excited about the appointment. Now, how you get excited? Because you need to know the legacy ownership, like the back of your hand. What does Wealthmaker as an agency provide?
Just
all the
those
tools,
points.
those two things. If you have those two
Again,
things,
isn't that the same sheet of paper that they should have with those points
yeah,
on why they should join your business? So it's all the same thing.
it's all the same thing.
Right.
So when the questions that Imrana asked today, if you answer those questions correctly, that should build your confidence to feel strong. And if there are some negative areas, then let's discuss that and we will flip those around, right? But I think the two main things are very crucial. What does the IMO offer that is unique and is different? Second is, on a daily basis, who are they going to be dealing with? What kind of support do they have in the chat? What kind of tools they're going to get, right? Most insurance agents don't have that.
Yeah.
If they're non-insurance agents, then you should have zero fear because they don't even know about the industry. The only thing they know is, hey, this is a 300-year-old industry. It's not a gimmick. It's not a fad. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's been around for 300 years, and millionaires have been created in this industry. If you want to make an extra income, $1,000, $2,000 a month, part-time, let's check it out.
So again, I said it's far easier to recruit
A non-licensed. Yeah.
Licensed or non-licensed. It's far easier to recruit
than sell a product.
We have to change that relationship.
Yeah.
I know some of you think it's harder to recruit. It's not.
It's
because
easier.
You need only a few details and then you can lean on your partner for everything else.
Yeah.
Get Raza, get your upline, whoever on the
Yeah.
call and lean on them. It's okay. Ignorance on fire is super strong. It's super strong. You gotta lean on them. You got to lean on it. Whoever is new or restarting your life, remember, we can restart multiple times in our life. We actually did a speech on restarting on stage for Experian one time.
Yeah.
But restarting is a normal occurrence in our life. Things happen. Ignorance on fire is the speed, the energy, the inertia you need. You need that. So if you don't know anything, I don't care, honestly.
Yeah.
You don't have to know everything. It's not up to you to train your agent alone. You're not alone. So you leverage people again. You have to understand that term. That term is going to move your business. Leverage.
Right. Yeah.
Leverage your team. Leverage your partners.
Yeah.
You don't have to train alone. You don't have to know everything. Sometimes Raza shows up on a Kaizen call. Raza showed up on an infinite banking call. He showed up in his first IUL call, had no clue of how that worked. He studied a little bit, got on the call, pretended to know things, and sold. Like, oh,
right?
I can sell?
Yeah, in the beginning. Yeah, that's so there's always a first time for everything, right? There's always first time. And I'm sure you showed up at the hospital, your first patient that you got. Like, did you have any experience with having a patient? No. I'm sure the first poor patient must have really got a bad injection. I don't know.
Terry said, I like how he said, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice.
Oh, that happens to a lot of insurance agents.
That is actually
they become professors.
That's a good point.
Professors of insurance, and they think there's a university that's going to hire them.
No. Mic drop.
Mic drop, Terry. Hey man, you've been quiet.
Yeah, no, he said something. Yes, too much information. When I start seeing that, and I start seeing agents who are super involved in training and studying, and in training, they get stuck.
Oh yeah.
Because now they've become an analyzer. That's not their job. That is not their job.
Terry, we had to talk about that.
Your job is setting appointments.
Yeah.
Your job is just setting appointments. And to the point of, Terry knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes you take a course and they tell you to design an IUL because it will be failing because you don't overfund the IUL. Now, tell me why you as an insurance agent who has no degree in actuarial science
yep.
can argue that point with a person who has a degree and multi-billion dollars. Actuarial science is usually a doctorate minimum.
PhD, yeah.
It's a PhD. They are working in a different mindset. They are looking at statistics. They are looking at records, probabilities. All of that goes into account. You are not an actuarial scientist. You do not know if it's going to fail. You have been told that, but you are questioning what an insurance company that's been around for many, these are 300-year-old companies.
$40 billion
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
If they're designing a policy for you, as an insurance agent with just one course, you cannot dispute an actuarial scientist.
Yeah.
100%, no one can tell me that. I will believe the actuarial scientist who designed the plan with all the elements into consideration, as opposed to just an insurance agent, because you and I know that test is not that hard.
Yes.
It is not that hard. We cannot dispute that. And I know there's so much education out there, but guys, it's hindering your business.
Yeah.
That's not your job. Your job is not to sit and
be an investigator
investigate
of the cons policy.
Yeah, the actuarial scientist method of coming up with it.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Learn, call the company and say, how is this functioning?
Yeah.
Can you get me on the phone with somebody that tells me how it doesn't fail?
Yeah. Ask the
That's
carrier.
all it takes.
Yeah.
Call the carrier directly. So covering that, I'm going to go on my last point, the last question. And I know I have some hands up. Maybe you can answer some of these next questions. I wanted you to write 3 personal reasons why you deserve to have your own agency.
Ooh.
And again, you can type that in the text chat or you can say it. Susan, would you like to share why, even it could be one reason, why you deserve to have your strongest reason, why you deserve to have your own agency here?
Because it's not about what I can make, but what I can give by earning millions.
Wow. That is so true. You want to help? You got to make money to help more. I love that. Tess?
So I believe through life's experiences and my passion for helping other people, that I'm in a good position. And not only am I a great student with high goals, but I could be a great teacher as well.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I would like more people to come off of mic. Anne?
Anne, go ahead. Unmute.
Miss Beautiful Anne, what is your personal reason why you deserve this agency?
Emma, Catherine, come on.
Emma says, because
Jumbo.
I want it so bad.
Emma, come off of mute.
Yes.
Yeah, I want it so bad. I deserve it because I deserve it. That is why I'm here. That's my why. It's just as simple as that.
Guys, Emma is a full-time nurse and she's taking day off to fly down to Dallas right now.
Couple days off.
To do the CPA course or the tax credit course. And, you know, she's investing in her career to eventually exit out of the nursing job and do this full-time. So kudos to you, buddy. And looking forward to see you today.
Thank you. Yeah, because I want it so bad. I deserve it.
And you know, Emma, when she says it, she wants it so bad.
Oh, man.
Oh, I feel it. That is important.
Passion. So
important. When Susan said it, when Emma's saying it, I hear it, but it goes to my heart. It doesn't go outside my ear.
So your recruit should feel that when you're recruiting.
That is so important. If you're just talking to people just to recruit them.
Yeah, it's too cold.
I don't know if it's for you. Talk to people because you want to help them.
Yeah.
You could feel it. I could feel it. Her passion, I could feel it. Pastor Eddie?
And
oh, sorry, Anne, you have your hand raised. I'm so sorry, Pastor Eddie.
You keep leaving me behind because I've been
I gave you a chance, but your mute wasn't coming off.
I've never gotten my mic. That's why I don't talk.
Oh, okay. There you are now.
Okay.
Okay.
Why I would like to have my agents is now I'm following what Imrana said the other time, that your big why should be to help other people. Forget about money. that you are going to make and just help people and then money will follow you. But there is no way you can get to so many people if you are just by yourself.
Right.
So creating an agency, you will create other leaders that will go farther than you can reach. And I think that's why I would like an agency instead of just working as single-handed. Single-handed, I can do an entrepreneur, but if I want to reach as many people as possible, I was thinking I would like to reach 500 people.
Hey, beautiful goal.
You can.
And then going back to question 1 and 2, I think, Imrana, I don't know, you should have asked us, why did you join our agency? Because we have not created agencies yet. We are trying to copy you guys in order to create an agency. I would like to create an agency like yours. So maybe question 1 and 2 would have gone, why did you people join us?
Why?
Because when I learned about, I go to the Facebook, whatever, Google, YouTube. I saw a guy who has made $600,000 in 1 year, and I'm looking at this. Who is this Lassa something, whatever is, is whatever. Because success follows the winners. I mean, I don't know, winners follow success or whatever, but there's something like that. You see, if a person can make $600,000 in a year, and maybe he has another job, why can't I? What did he do, or something like that? So you start looking track records of that person. So you might think, well, like your personality, your success track records will attract more people, and the confidence you have, and being passionate about what you are talking about. So I think instead of asking what would people join, I don't know what my agency would look like, but I'm following what your agency is like.
Yeah.
The way you guys treat us, the coaching, the following up, you don't give up. Even when we try to go down the hole, you try to pull us with your ropes of, that kind of thing. So I was like, I would like, even if it will be bigger than that, I would like to create something like Lassa and Imrana. And it's not even creating an agency. The people there, their personality is outstanding,
Thank you.
Because sometimes you might create an agency, but you are not in touch with those people. You are just trying to make money. It doesn't give you a good.
It won't be sustainable long term.
Yes. Because maybe as soon as you get the money you want, disappear. But you guys, you have the money, and you still try to pull the rest of us from the bottom there. I feel like I would I'm copying you. I mean, I would like to do something like yours. Let me say.
Beautiful.
I don't have anything
like us.
of my own, but I'm trying to follow the.
No, you will, because like attracts like, right? You want what we want for people. That's why you resonate with us. So you will have the same.
Imrana, as a woman, I really appreciate you. I don't know what happened to some of us when we came to this country as immigrants. Maybe we are overwhelmed by many things, but before I remember, I could go and speak in a big conference of community development people. I used to be a community leader back in my country. I brought that here. I attended so many seminars, San Francisco, wherever. I have gone all over, but when I came here, I don't know what happened, but I'm trying to get back to that. In this business, because I don't know it, what I decided is I learn as much as possible before I can come open there.
Nice.
This is
but
beautiful.
I'm trying to copy you guys. You started from zero, from square one.
Yep.
You didn't know anything.
Yep.
So we can also learn.
You can, definitely.
Yes, and we have a little bit of time, right, in our lives. So
my handicap right now, for the time being, is time.
Yeah.
But I'm telling my Josephine the other day, I think I will see if I can give 6 hours to this business every day, even if it's reading a book, even if it is enhancing my goals or talking to people. So far, I have been talking to people. I have about 5 people in line for appointment. So, but that I do when I come back home from 6 o'clock onwards. But I'm trying. Basically, what I wanted to say is if we follow the system and copy you, I think each one of us will be successful.
Thank you. Because we can only teach what we did.
Yes.
Right? I can't teach you everything else. But I wanted to say, the reason also you recruit is because we have limited time to get the word out, like she said.
Yeah.
It helps us. What if you pass away and you didn't tell people about this opportunity and they didn't change their family's life?
Yes.
Don't be that person. Don't give it another day. What if you don't have another day?
Yes.
Give other people opportunities, because that blessing is going to follow you well beyond the grave. That you change someone's future, guys. Feel it in your heart that you have that easy thing by just calling someone, not costing you any money, to change someone's life. Pastor Eddie, I think I had someone else also raising their hand.
Yeah,
Pastor Eddie?
Yeah, I'm at a market today, which I am on most Saturdays. But even at markets, it's important enough to come in, listen, learn. But to your question, why do I feel like I deserve to be an agency? First off, retirement is inevitable.
Yep.
Thousands of people don't know me, but they will.
Boom.
Thousands.
Wow.
And it's just time. No, not it's just time. It's my time.
It's your time.
It's my time right now. I've been doing a lot of different network marketing, different things, trying different things out to better prepare my family and myself for the future. And now I finally found something that, and the leaders, I feel like I'm with the right leaders to take me to the next level. And so I really appreciate you guys' leadership. I said millions of people will be helped because of my millions. Because I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. It just hasn't materialized yet. And I tell myself that every day. I wake up and I tell myself in the present tense what I am. I'm an executive director. I'm a millionaire. I have $50,000 in the bank that it's just play money. And so I learn quickly and I'm growing quickly. So those are the reasons why I feel I need to be an agency. And that's my truth. I'm gonna stick with it.
Pastor Eddie comes in like last minute and he does like this fiery message and you're like, yes, I'm gonna do it. And I love that about him. But Pastor Eddie, when you say I have the right leadership, this is the same language Raza and I say about the team. We're like, my God, we have the right leadership. We have generals that are going to build their own armies. And we know that in our deepest heart, we already know.
Every single one of you.
We've built many teams.
Yeah.
But this team has been like no other. Like, I don't know what, maybe it's the right time. Like you said, it's our time.
Yeah.
It's our time. I'm claiming it. That's why we have you guys. Wendy? Dr. Wendy?
I think your mic is on.
Yeah, I see the mic on. It's okay, Dr. Wendy, we'll come back to you while you figure that out. Leroy.
Hey, so far it's been great. I was at the gym actually. I'm like, oh man, when I got the text from Raza, I'm like, I have to be at this training today. And so I left the gym because for whatever reason, it doesn't come on my phone. And I rushed home to be on my tablet. But like Amanda just said, this is my time. I've been in many different network marketing. It has never worked. Made a little bit of money, but nothing significant. This is my time. And I have to leave a legacy for my girls.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my time, and that's my girls' time. Secondly, the impact I want to make before I finally leave this earth.
The red bottles are sweet.
The impact I want to make before I leave this earth.
Have someone.
I need to make a lot of money, and I need to touch a lot of lives. So this is my time, and it's just going to happen. It's slow to start, but it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing that, Leroy. I 100% believe it because I feel that passion.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Hey, Imrana, this is me. Yeah, I was going to tease Pastor Eddie and say he completely stole my answer, but it just speaks to when you have people who have the same response, it's because it's the truth. We have such amazing leadership here, such amazing models, and the support is just so unreal that you really anybody can do it. Like anybody can be successful if you're with the right team. And I just thank God that, I was led here. This is the right team, the right support, the right infrastructure, the right camaraderie. I really appreciate this call, guys, more than you ever know. I wrote my list as I was walking. But as you guys are speaking, Raza has answered like 3 of the things that I put down for myself as challenges. He's already answered. And you guys have also helped me with a dilemma in my full-time job, like literally. So keep doing these calls, guys. I don't know if you know how valuable they are. You're such a blessing to us all. And this has just so blessed me immensely, not only in this business, but my day job. So thank you. You guys are the right people. And I just thank God for you.
Oh my God, Dr. Wendy.
Thank you.
Ooh, this call is, I think we're going to have a session. We're going to cry because I did not expect that. Again, we are not who we are because of just us. I will always say that. We are who we are because we have some amazing leaders that somehow decided to join us. And we are not making the kind of money we wish to. I know somebody said that. We're not making the kind of money we wish to make, but also we're okay with it. For the first time in our life, we're okay with whatever money it is because we're so happy. We're so happy with our business.
Yeah. Freedom of time.
The freedom of time, the people, the camaraderie, the partnerships that we have. Oh my God, I cannot tell you, even if we're making 100,000 combined, it is the best income that I've ever earned in my life. It will never match. If I was unhappy making 250, I don't care. But we are pushing ourselves, even though we want to be there more for the team than be self-production. We said, no, we got to show people that we're growing too. We've been stuck in ED for too long. So now it's time for us to also produce. Our next goal is $250,000. That is going to drive you guys that I can do it because they did it. So we hope. We always want to lead from the front, just like you guys lead from the front always. We want to match that energy, and we hope we do. We appreciate. Oh my God, like the comments are blowing my mind right now. I don't know if I can talk properly, but I want to give anybody else that has any messages that they want to give about why they deserve. I think that is very powerful to claim it. I know we went over, but it's so important that you claim it just like these winners. If you're not talking, I encourage you on this point, you have to say out loud why you deserve it. I'm going to give you a few more minutes of whoever wants to share that. And thank you everyone for sticking around and listening to everyone. We are a team. We are a family. We are building it together. It's so important that we're all together in this. So if anybody wants to go off of go unmute themselves, share why they deserve it. Terry, I didn't hear you. Terry, you're one of our executive directors.
Yes, give me one second on that.
Oh, he's talking to his
Almost
baby.
down with me. Almost done. All right here.
That's my niece right there. Terry, can you share? Oh, never mind. He's too busy with his girly. David, I know you build an agency. Why do you deserve it?
Yes, indeed. Okay.
Yes,
David.
Why do you?
Oh man, everybody stole my answers too, man. Because I mean, I decided I'm gonna do it. What I have written down. What is it? I made a decision when I made a decision to do this. It was like I was playing. My plan was to roam the earth like Canes. I didn't know what I was doing. I lost my wife. My dad died. Everybody died. Everybody's gone. Everything sucks. And I was like, I'm gonna roam the earth and figure it out. I'll just be like TV show. And then somebody mentioned insurance, and I was thinking about insurance because my dad died, and I had to pay for a funeral, and it was expensive. But it was good to get rid of everything and just start all over again. And I mean, I'm gonna this. I just made that choice. This is what, come hell or high water, I'm going to be, and I'm good at what I do. No matter what I do, I'm good at it. So I just gotta, break that little ice and
Man,
get to it.
your story is meant for the stage.
And I can't wait. Don't share it right now.
Don't share right now, but
when he makes it, oh my God, you guys will cry. You guys will say, I have no excuse. And David, you have to do it. Your story is meant for people. I think Raza is crying just thinking about it. Your story is meant to be heard, and I'm not going to ask you to share it right now because it'll be so powerful when he's a leader, and when you guys hear it, you guys will be blown away. It's so powerful. Thank you,
I
Dave.
think for me, definitely as everybody's sharing, at the end of the day, for me, why? Yes, the world will be a better place just for the fact of how many people's lives are going to be changing. It's not just about the money. Of course, it is. We will get to our money state, but once we do get there, of the amount that is necessary for us and our family that we want to put out there, it's more so having a matter of being more significant. It's more about being a member of significance, so that's really one of the main key driving points of one for me, as well as just knowing that it's going to make the world a better place for changing a lot of people's lives out there. And I just can't wait to see a lot of people's lives of how they change and how they benefit themselves and their family. And it's just one of the exciting things. It's just more of not just to be successful, but just to be somebody of significance.
I love that. I heard Terry's passion in that. Catherine, my dear.
Yes, I know I'm driving, so if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Zaza.
All right. Sweetie. Yeah, so I was listening, but I had to switch from one computer to leaving the house. But as you say, I know I can do it. And I want to do it to build an agency because I am talented and I know I can do it and change for me and for my family and for my future. And that's the thing I say, we got what it takes, but what are you going to do about it? Am I going to be winding back, in time and say, I should have done this, how shouldn't it been done? Why did I not do it? So it's one of those things, yes, you can do it, I can do it, and I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it. She's been a leader with a huge organization before, and all of her teammates said that to her. Oh my God, you can do this. I love that her team says that about her. Behind her back.
Team is everywhere she is.
If one person has one of the strongest teams in our organizations, it's Catherine.
Yeah.
And not because production or recruiting or anything like that. It's just that connection they have.
Yeah.
They're all bought in and they say she can do it. She needs to do it.
And they're there to help her, push her to the next level.
I love that about them. Beautiful people. Tess, why do you deserve it?
So when I was in my 20s, my biggest goal was to be the best person I could be and to always be open to learning and never feel like I know everything. So in my life, I've overcome huge obstacles. I've raised 3 daughters on my own. I'm raising a grandson because I know how to balance my life, but I've helped people. And I have had a lot of successes in my life. And I feel like now it's my turn. And it's to be successful and do it for me, not necessarily. I mean, when you build a business, you do it for other people, but I'm also doing it for my success. I want to be able to, because I am starting over and in a lot of ways, but to be able to, when I go by someone, I can hand them $100 bill. I can be in a grocery store and I can pay for someone else's groceries because I know what it's like to be at the bottom. And I feel like I am a great tool to help other people with their successes.
Beautiful. Thank you, Tess, for sharing that. I want to hear before we close out from 2 more people. I'm hand selecting them. Zena, if you can come off of mute. I love when she speaks. So Zena, she might not be able to.
She was the baby.
Okay, so if Zena can't speak, then I also wanted to pick on Brianna because, she's a young recruiter. And I think I want to hear her, why does she deserve to have an agency? Brianna?
Hi, you guys. So I think that I deserve to have an agency because I, for one, love helping people.
And I just love seeing people's lives change in a drastic way financially. Like that is something that, like, even in the meetings that I've had with people who are curious about becoming an agent, it's just like the excitement that they're giving me is what drives me to keep going. Cause I'm like, there's so many other people, just like this one person that's like really excited about what I'm talking about. There's millions other people out there like that. So I think that's my I just like helping people, and I like seeing people like change long term. It's just cool thinking about the fact that something that I did that could be minor now could change in like 10, 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road. It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
Beautiful. And if you guys didn't notice, while she was speaking, she was smiling.
Yeah.
She has literal joy in doing what she does. And that's how you should feel. You've impacted people and you can't help it. But when you speak about this, your joy just shows. I love that Brianna's joy shows. And Zena.
Hang on one second. Guys, Brianna does all her clients and her recruiting all on TikTok. And if you want to learn how to do it, this coming Tuesday, she's gonna reveal her secrets, and she's training on how and what she does with her dad, Pastor Eddie. It's a dad-daughter duo on Tuesday coming up. So
it's a family business.
So if you have any guests, potential agents, want to be agents, definitely let's build that night Tuesday, and let's pack it up to like 100 people.
See, don't be afraid to recruit your kids. You see that? Look at the power. Don't be afraid.
Zena's at the end of an event.
I need to hear why you deserve to have an agency.
I think she's at an event. She's doing
sorry, Zena. My bad. I saw her video come on for a second.
Yeah, she was trying to come on. Joy Love.
Okay. I guess she can't come out.
Okay,
no worries. I think this was powerful. I hope it was powerful. I hope you build like a monster machine. You are all capable. All of us are.
Yeah.
Find different mediums. Find your lane. Whether it's TikTok, like Brianna does, whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn,
Facebook,
whether it's meeting people, whether it's going out to events, and like Reza says, kissing babies, handshakes, shaking hands, kissing babies. Yeah. You gotta touch people to make it happen. So your goal should be, how many people can I touch throughout the day, whether it's client or recruit. But if you lack time, you have no other business plan. You have to recruit. I'm sorry to say that. If you have a job, you need to recruit to be able to last in this business. I have seen so many leave.
So you can exit out of your job.
Yeah, that's the only way. If someone asks me that question, I'm like, sorry, you gotta leverage people. You don't have no time.
You have no time.
I can't help you with anything else. Automation and leverage. Automation, we are doing. Leverage is completely up to you. Okay, so everyone, thank you. Have a really powerful Saturday. Make sure you message those 10 people. Let's start this week off right. I'll see you on Tuesday with Pastor Eddie's and Brianna's training. Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.